So to start the season, the Washington Commanders offensive line group has been outstanding. And somebody that is at the front of this group is center Tyler Biadasz. He has been on one to start the season. This past week, the offensive line as a whole held Myles Garrett to 0 stats on a stat sheet. That is crazy. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody. We're going to run and put our bodies on people in a violent manner.
You know what time it is. It's time to come out.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Gotti here. We are the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders offensive line group as a whole. We gotta shower the big boys with some love because, man, they have been outstanding. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you help me reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So, first and foremost, shout out to Bobby Johnson. Okay, I remember in the offseason when we hired Bobby Johnson, or when I came back and I found out more about Bobby Johnson, a lot of people were skeptical of it because I believe in the past he was with the New York Giants. Like, a lot of people did not believe in his coaching ability. And on top of that, they didn't think we had the talent enough to be successful on the offensive line. Has that totally flipped for you guys? Because for me, it has. I never necessarily was completely down on this offensive line, but I'll be first to tell you, I didn't expect it to be playing at this level. I knew we brought in guys like Nick Algrady. I knew we brought in Tyler Biadasz, but we still had questions at left tackle. Was Brandon Coleman ready to come in and immediately start? Was Cole Luke going to be able to hold it down? Was Andrew Wiley victim of Eric Bieniemy's system last year, or did he actually just blow? We knew going into the season that Sam Cosmi was really the only guy on this offensive line that was stable and that we knew was a beast. However, through the first 4 weeks of the season, 5 weeks I should say, we have seen this offensive line playing outstanding. They just held Myles Garrett, yes, Myles Garrett, one of the best, if not the best pass rusher in football, to 0 stats, okay? Zadarius Smith, I want to say, had 1 sack, right? So this group has been really good. Keeping Jaden Daniels up, not allowing him to take any hits. You know, it's been a little bit interesting to watch, especially on that left side, because you know, we're shuffling Brandon Coleman and Cornelius Lucas at this time, right? Like, there's no specific starter at this very moment of who we are rocking with. We're kind of just going drive by drive with them, which is interesting. How do you guys feel about that? Me personally, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, like, obviously, do you want your young left tackle to grow? Do you want Brandon Coleman to be the full-time starter at some point? Heck yeah. But if they feel like right now shuffling those guys in and out of the lineup at times is what's working, then let that continue to happen, because I haven't heard anything out of Cole Luke. I haven't heard anything out of Brandon Coleman. And let's keep it a whole buck with you, right? Maybe that is the reason why we were so successful on Myles Garrett yesterday, okay, or Sunday. Obviously, Jaden Daniels getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Luke McCaffrey doing a great job as a wide receiver, coming down and chipping him on his way out. We had opportunities to shut him out of this game. But also, think about this. The shuffling of Brandon Coleman and Cornelius Lucas could throw off Myles Garrett, because he doesn't really have a feel for these guys, right? They're two different left tackles. One is bigger. One may have a different kind of step back in a sense. Somebody may have a different kind of punch, you know, different kind of limp. You can't get used to them throughout the game. You get used to their matchup, but if they're switching it and they flip-flop it, you can't really get a rhythm going. So that could be a big part of as to why most of the time that left side, it really hasn't been no trouble. Because I do think if Myles Garrett got his hands on Brandon Coleman for the whole 60 minutes, at some point he would have made his presence known. But the fact that we're throwing a rookie out there, veteran rookie, it's throwing him off. Then you go into the interior. Nick Algreedy and Tyler Biadasz. Oh my God, those guys have been amazing, especially in the run game, man. I mean, getting to the second level, opening increases for Brian Robinson, Austin Eckler. And how about those guys out there in front on the big run for Austin Eckler? I think it was the screenplay where we had Tyler Biadasz and Sam Cosmi out there in front leading the way. Man, it just gave me flashbacks to Trent Williams, Morgan Moses, early Chase Roulier, like that. It gave me flashbacks to those days, and Chris Thompson was running behind the big boys up. Like, it was so fun to watch. These guys have been violent. These guys have been, obviously staying healthy. Knocking on some wood here. Like, they have been everything that we've asked for and exceeding the expectations by me. I had very minimal expectations for this offensive line group because I did feed into a lot of the, I don't know if we have this or we have that, but they have been outstanding from literally left tackle to right tackle. Everybody, even, B. Cole stepping in sometimes or Cole Luke stepping in at times. We have been outstanding, and obviously we got to shower Andrew Wiley with some love and praise, okay? Because I was hard on him last year. I was calling him trash. I didn't even want him back this season. But again, he may have been the biggest victim of the Eric Bieniemy regime and system because he just completely was horrible last year. I haven't seen a guy do a complete 180 like I have seen in Andrew Wiley this season. Now, obviously, it is still a lot of ball left, but there's no telling that they're going to be more better than what they already are. I mean, just look at how they talk to each other. Look at the camaraderie with each other. They're always around each other. Sam Cosmi said, "This is the most fun that I've had playing football in years," okay? Andrew Wiley agreed with him. Tyler Biadasz, badass, bro. He has been absolutely outstanding. And Cowboys fans tried to tell us, oh, he's trash. Oh, he's this, he's that. Man, he's been outstanding, bro. Like, he's been really, really good, okay? And obviously, Sam Cosmi, we just paid him this past off season, right before the season started. We paid Andrew Wiley to come out there and protect our guys and be the right guard of the future. And he's been nothing but astonishing too. So it's just, to me, I'm excited. I'm happy because maybe this is the unit that we have for the future. Maybe we need to bring all these guys back. If most of these guys aren't on long-term deals, I believe obviously we got Brandon Coleman, just drafted him, just re-signed Cornelius Lucas. Andrew Wiley, I believe, still have a year on his deal left. The only questions would be maybe Nick Algreedy, but I believe both him and Tyler Biadasz signed extensions, right? So I think this may be the offensive line for the unit. The only shuffle would be to have Biko go full time, right? But we're in a position where we're good because we don't have to necessarily rush him out there to be left tackle because Cole Luke is able to hold his own when he's out there. So I feel really good. Shout out to Bobby Johnson. Shout out to Adam Peters for these free agent additions, Nick Algreedy and Tyler Biadasz. Shout out to, the players just playing, with their hearts out. And, I got to speak about the hustle and effort of Nick Algreedy, man. He recovered a fumble versus the Bengals that was big time. We're always hustling to the ball. We're fast off the line of scrimmage, punching the defensive lineman in the mouth. Like, we're taking their best players out of the game, man. It's a masterful approach from Bobby Johnson to Cliff Kingsbury to the offensive line to Jaden Daniels to the running backs to the offense. Everyone is chipping in and doing their job, and it's just so fun to watch because it is year one of this. Like, obviously at some point we're gonna have some woes, but it's year one of this and we're so successful now, and imagine what it's like in year 2, year 3 from now, man. I can't believe this is actually us, y'all. But needless to say, Tyler Biadasz, this is really what prompted me to make the video was Tyler Biadasz. He has been outstanding, man. I'm super excited because we haven't had a real good center since healthy Chase Roulier. Tyler Biadasz, 66 snaps, 0 sacks allowed, 0 pressures allowed, 0 hits allowed, 0 penalties, has an 84.5 PFF pass blocking grade. He has been outstanding, bro. Like, it literally is amazing to see such a turnaround from a piss poor regime just 6 months ago. And obviously, we still have a lot of work to go. We're not a finished product. We're ready to break through in the future. Obviously, still some holes to fill, but right now, you couldn't be more excited about the future of the Washington Commanders, especially the big boys up front. So, with that being said, I'm going to let you guys do me a favor. Use my promo code JGTS to get $20 off your first purchase if you guys are going to any live event coming up soon. Washington Commanders game, concerts, NBA's back in full effect, and NHL's back in full effect. It's the best time to be a sports fan. So, if you are going to any live event, use my promo code JGTS to get $20 off your first purchase. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Help to Washington Commanders. See you later. Peace.